I grew up in Salida, where there were not many opportunities for girls in sport. Went to University of Northern Colorado. I had my undergrad there, taught at the laboratory school there on campus for 20 years. Took an opportunity to get my master's degree during that time, and still an emphasis in teaching. So that was a passion from the time I was a child, to become a teacher and a coach. At the laboratory school, I was blessed to be able to coach gymnastics, got into some officiating basketball, and then coached track and field. After that time, the university president closed the lab school, so I spent the next 6 years coaching softball in Northern Colorado, and then went back to K-12 education to finish my career. I had some incredible role models at the university level, and actually prior to that, there were no high school sports for girls really in Salida. You could be a cheerleader or you could join the ski team. And then at the university level, I was an undergrad when Title IX came through. And the women there were incredible role models, incredibly skilled and talented coaches. So I thought, gosh, this is fantastic. Try to create those opportunities for other young people. And so that's really the direction that I went to get into coaching. It was just a burning passion that just kept growing. So to be able to provide that type of opportunity and hopefully that passion, that exhilaration for other people, gosh, there's nothing better. The two sports that I coached the most of, track and field and gymnastics, everybody held everybody else accountable for making good decisions, whether you were in the gym or in the classroom or in the community. And that just became an expectation that if you bought into the program and wanted to participate, this was what you did minimally. Some of the early on student athletes that really trusted me and what I was doing, because I know I was in over my head, and they trusted to go with the process. Some of the student athletes like Tina Phillips and Susie Duff and Becky Reinert, Melissa Milan, Christy Bernhardt, I could just go, Jenny Smith, I could just go on and on. I mean, Jamie Sullivan, Shannon Sullivan, those young people were from the late 80s, early 90s. Kathy Kimmy, a lot of those young people are leaders in their fields now, leaders in their profession. I've been blessed to have a lot of wonderful people surround me and join me. The list is very long, but start with the people who nominated me. Connie Jeldon, that I coached track and field with at Eaton High School, and John Hafley, and one of my former gymnasts, Shannon Sullivan, also wrote on my behalf. So thanks to those three. Athletic directors, I've had tremendous athletic directors in leadership all the way through. Dr. Joe Slobojan, Greg Pearson, Burr Adams, and then Stephen Longwell. And coaching staffs, the people I've been able to work with as I've coached, have been amazing. Early in the early 80s, Kathy Sage and I think, were the only two women that coached a co-ed sport in track and field. And she's an incredibly brilliant and talented professional. Carrie Breen, Hod Soto, and Darren Rowe created an amazing staff for track and field at UH. Right before I retired, I got a chance to work with Connie and Kevin Jeldon that were phenomenal. I coached as long as I did because it was a passion from the time I was a young elementary child. I coached as long as I did because I wanted to create opportunities for other young people, especially young women. And I coached for as long as I did because that was an activity and a passion that fed my soul, and I could see it feeding other people's souls. It's an unbelievable honor because the high school activities and the high school sports is what really drove my career and really provided the peak life experiences that I hope the young people continue to cherish. I will always cherish. So this is an amazing honor, and I really appreciate it.